Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today for a new pick a card reading. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and the topic that we're going to be reading on today is going to be how to achieve your desired goal or manifestation. So the whole purpose of today's reading is to get an energy check-in for you all around a specific goal or something in your life that you're trying to manifest. So we're going to look to see the overall energy around this goal, and then we're going to get you guys some guidance and advice on how to continue forward in a way that best serves you with regard to this goal. So I'll be looking into any potential blockages around your goal or desire, things that you could be doing to kind of get in the way of your goal. We'll also take a look at other things that you can begin doing in order to be successful in your manifestation. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, this is definitely a reading you're going to want to keep on watching. Always keep in mind this is a general reading, so some messages will resonate while others may not. Use your intuition to discern what is for you and what isn't. If you do want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can do so are linked in the description box down below. This is also a timeless reading, so this message can resonate regardless of when you're guided to view this video. But always keep in mind that the future is never set in stone, and this reading is really getting us a snapshot of the current energy. So if you see something in today's reading that you don't feel excited about coming into the future here, you have the free will to make your own choices and decisions and to create a totally new and different future for yourself. So never feel bound or tied to anything that a tarot reading is saying, because you always have free will to change up your future. All right. So we're going to be working with 3 different piles to choose from for today. So starting here on the left, we have pile 1 with this really beautiful blue crystal. We have pile number 2 with a rose quartz. And then pile number 3, we have a green moonstone. So I want you guys to take a deep breath and think about your desired goal that you're wishing to achieve. Go ahead and select the deck or the crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box below where you will find the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen group. See you there? Hey there, pile 1. If you guys picked out the blue crystal with the field tarot, this is going to be your energy check-in around your goal or manifestation. We're going to go ahead and get started by looking into the overall energy around whatever this is that you're currently striving for. So we're going to move into overall energy to start, just to kind of see a little bit of a status update around where this is headed, and then we'll move into the tarot to get some more insight and advice. So for pile 1, let's get the overall energy around my pile 1 viewers, goal, or manifestation. So we have the full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so there's lots of effort and energy being exerted toward this goal. Let's get another card. This is from my little chakra deck. So let's get the overall energy here for group 1. You guys are definitely putting forth a lot of effort and energy toward whatever you're going after. There's a lot of passion around this. There's a lot of desire around this. And I do feel that you're close to achieving this goal with the full moon being here, because full moons do talk of closing out a cycle or a cycle being at its peak energy. Okay, I knew we were going to get a fiery card. So this is the root chakra, security. Okay. So you guys may be attempting to manifest something that's meant to sort of like set you up for future success and maybe like root you into a space of more permanency. So this could be something like a job or a home or something like that. But you know, this is saying to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So a couple things I'm seeing going on in terms of the overall energy. You know, Aries energy is very passionate. It's very intense. It's very masculine. So there is certainly this energy of you guys exerting a lot of effort toward this, like we were saying. But sometimes the issue with Aries energy is that it can come across a little bit forceful, like we're doing too much. We're exerting too much energy. We're trying to kind of force something instead of allowing it to just sort of flow. And I feel like this message here with the root chakra is asking you guys to get a little bit more grounded with regard to this goal that you're trying to achieve. So maybe this could literally be like going out into nature and going on walks to sort of connect yourself a little bit more to the earth, kind of ground and center your energy. Some of this fiery energy, bring it down a notch a little bit. The root chakra, we also have garnet here, so maybe even working with garnet stones could be helpful for this grounding energy for you guys. But I feel like there's a need here to relax because, again, with the full moon, this is definitely signifying that, you know, you're going to get what you desire. It's coming soon for you. You're closing out this chapter, right? So there's no need to be forceful. There's no need to force it. You want to allow things to happen naturally here. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I want to first see what it is that is potentially blocking this manifestation or this goal. So what's blocking group 1 from achieving their desire? Okay, we have a Page of Wands, more fiery energy. What do my group 1 viewers need to start doing with regard to achieving their goal? We have the Fool reversed. Okay, yeah. And what do they need to continue doing that they're already doing well? Okay. The Empress card. Okay. So there's balance here. Maybe you guys have been trying to take like a more balanced approach to this, but maybe there's sort of this vibe of like things just feel like maybe there's a sense of urgency that you guys have around needing to achieve this goal for whatever reason. So looking at this, the reason why I feel like there's a need for more balance is because the Empress card is showing up here as being something that is serving you in your highest good that you need to continue doing with regard to achieving this goal. So I definitely see that there's this energy of like push and pull here with the Prince of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands, which is very much this impulsive Aries energy, right? This is very much that masculine energy of going after something that we feel passionate about. This is showing up in the blocked position though. The Empress energy, which is the feminine energy, which is more of a leaning back and receiving energy, is showing up as something that you guys need to continue doing. So we also have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you guys have been taking pause around this goal or manifestation for a little while to sort of gain a different perspective on it. And with taking that pause, inaction is bringing answers. So it's like the Empress card being here is saying that like you guys want to continue to sort of lean back into your feminine energy and allow yourself to receive, because a lot of times when we're in this energy of always, like the card says, instigating or trying to go after something with a lot of force, when we're always acting and we don't take a second to kind of lean back and observe and receive, we can miss out on opportunities that are right in front of our faces, right? So balance is definitely key with your goal, group 1. So I think with this Prince of Wands coming up here in the stop position, this is like the blocked energy. Any sort of impulsiveness around your goal needs to be released. Any sort of impulsive action or swift action rushing into things, this is something that is not serving you in your highest good here, okay? And with the Fool card being here in reverse in the start position, Spirit is saying that with regard to your goal or manifestation, you guys are really being guided to be a little bit more cautious. You know, instead of jumping right into something without really thinking it through, this is talking about needing to lean back into that Empress energy, really assess the situation, still take steps forward toward whatever your goal is, but do it from a much more grounded place with the root chakra. Do it from a much more secure position, a more informed position, if you will. So this is really interesting. It almost kind of feels like for you guys, group 1, it's like when we're trying to go after a goal or manifest something, you guys might be feeling like you need to really take a lot of action here. And it's not that you don't take any action, because that wouldn't make any sense, right? We have to act in order to achieve our goal. But it's like you're doing this delicate dance with the universe around balance. Like, it's just about putting in just enough effort and energy to show the universe what it is that you want, but also taking the opportunity to check in with yourself and know like when you're overexerting yourself, because the second you feel that force or that friction around it, that means you're doing too much and you need to lean back and let the universe deliver to you. So let's go ahead and see. I want to get a couple more cards from this little Alice in Wonderland deck for group 1. So what else does group 1? Ooh, okay. That one flew out. So we have nature, communication. Yeah, like there's definitely a message here about you guys going out into nature to ground yourselves. And the deck you guys selected also has a lot of nature images here. Like all of the figures in these cards are outside in nature, barefooted, like grounded, right? So you need to do this. This is really important. We have laws, not justice, rules that are not fair. This is interesting. So it's like, yeah, nature communication is certainly saying like grounding yourself is going to be really beneficial toward you achieving this goal. This says flower energies, fairy energies. I also think that you can gain inspiration from going out into nature. I think that this is a really great way for you guys to kind of channel some of those impulses that you have. Maybe some of you guys are going after something that feels really creative for you and you have a lot of creative energy flowing through you. I feel like you can gain a lot of creative inspiration from being out in nature, from being with the elements. We also have the laws, not justice, rules that are not fair. So this is really, again, making me think of balance. You see how she's holding the scales here? So we do have Libra energy. There is a need here to bring back some balance. I'm almost getting a law of attraction vibe with this as well. Some of you guys, this could be like a legal thing for sure, but like I'm feeling like this whole message is more about law of attraction. And maybe there's this energy of feeling like I'm putting in so much effort. Why is it not coming to me? It feels unfair, right? But law of attraction isn't assessing like our emotion. It's not assessing what we think is fair or just. The universe is mirroring back to you what you're doing. It mirrors back to you and gives you what you're doing. Do you understand? So I think, again, like you've got to strike that balance between exerting yourself and putting forth that effort, and then also being able to lean back and allow the universe to gift you with what you want. Because there could be other people around you that you feel like are just crappy people, right? And they get what they want. And you're like, why are they getting what they want and I'm not getting what I want? Like, this is not fair. It's all about energy, you guys. Maybe that person got what they wanted because they knew how to balance out with the universe. So let's see. For pile 1, what else should they know about their goal that they're going after? I also think with that law is not justice, I feel like rejection is protection for some of you guys. So any setbacks that you're having like around this goal should be looked at as redirection versus something being unfair or unjust. Okay. We have the grays. This says utilitarian, organized, intimidating. Ooh. So the message I'm getting with this card is around organization, especially with the Knight of Wands that was showing up here in your blocked energy, you guys. You know, the Knight of Wands is not organized. The Knight of Wands is impulsive. They get an idea, they're excited about it, they're passionate about it, and they just go for it without really thinking things through. So I love this energy of the grays coming in for you, because this is saying that, you know, there's a need here to get yourself a little bit more organized with your approach, kind of going back to the energy of the Fool reverse that we had, right? Like in the start position. It's not about not taking a leap of faith. It's simply about going at your new beginning from a more grounded and organized perspective here. I also love that this is talking about, it says utilitarian. So there could be a need to really assess your resources that you currently have at your disposal and make sure that you're really utilizing the resources that you have available to their max potential, right? There could be something right in front of you that you could be using to help you achieve your goal that you're missing because you're in this energy of needing to take action. not noticing all the things around you, right? So let's close it out with one more self-care card. So what else do my pile 1 viewers need to know about achieving their desired goal? We have aromatherapy. You guys, you need to relax. That's like the biggest thing here. And look at this at the bottom. Look for fairies, kind of like this card. This also talked about fairies. So there's a need to relax a little bit here. Maybe going to the spa, maybe working with essential oils like the card is depicting here. I think that there's just a need here to work with elements that make you feel more relaxed about this. So whether, again, it's going in nature, maybe you're working with crystals, maybe you do a fun little ritual every night that helps you to relax and center yourself. Either way, like Spirit is saying, it's time to kind of lean back here and let the universe deliver to you. There's no need to do so much to the point where it almost feels like it's forced, right? You want to strike that balance where you still feel secure and grounded, and the actions you're taking feel natural. You know what I mean? So hopefully this was able to help you out, Group 1. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. What goal is it that you're currently going after? What are your manifestations right now? I would love to hear from you. So drop me a comment and let me know. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure that you subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in a new reading really soon. Bye. Hey there, Pile 2. If you guys picked out the Muse Tarot with this beautiful little gemmy rose quartz, this is going to be your reading where we're going to check in to see what's going on with this specific goal that you're calling into your life. So I'm going to start off by using this oracle deck here to kind of look at the overall energy surrounding your desired goal or manifestation, just to kind of see energetically where it's at right now. Then we're going to transition into the tarot to get you guys some deeper insight into what you can be doing in order to achieve your goal. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we've got the waning moon. What do you need to release? Okay, and let's go ahead and grab one of these chakra cards as well. So there's definitely seems to be something around this goal or manifestation. Almost feels like the energy is an energy of having taken pause, like things cooling down a little bit, something winding down with regard to this. Definitely a need to release something here. So let's continue with these chakra cards for Group 2. Okay. We have chakra balance. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. So there's kind of like this dance or this energy of like, with this goal, there's something earthly about it, but there's also a spiritual energy around this goal too. I also think, yeah, there's it's almost like there's a need to balance between the two. You know, when I think of earth energy, I think of obviously like the 3D energy. I think of like building something in the 3D for yourself, having something tangible, something material that's there with you in the present. Spiritual is more like that 5D energy. This is like our hopes, our dreams, our beliefs. I also feel that this is what aligns with your spirit, and it's like there's a need here to make sure that this goal you're going after is not only in alignment with you from a material perspective, but also from a spiritual perspective here. And so there could be certain things around this goal or manifestation that you guys may be discovering are not quite in alignment either way, and they need to be released and let go of right now. That part of this goal needs to kind of be allowed to die off and be laid to rest. So maybe you guys are going after something in the 3D, in the earth realm, that's really something that you would desire, that you know is going to make your material life easier. But like from a spiritual perspective, it doesn't align with you. I also can see this being vice versa as well. Like maybe there's something that you guys are really spiritually connected to, but for whatever reason, it's not lining up for you in the 3D. So there could be a need to release that aspect of it. Let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. So I want to look into the specifics here around what you need to stop doing. So what's the blocked energy for group 2 around their goal or manifestation? So we have a 6 of Voices reversed. Okay. What do my pile 2 viewers need to start doing with regard to this goal or manifestation? We have a 2 of Pentacles reversed. And what do they need to continue to do that they're already doing well with regard to this goal or manifestation? The 9 of Materials reversed. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have Temperance. So this is interesting, you guys, because the Temperance card is allowing things to happen in divine timing, being patient. And also it is about blending elements together. It's about alchemizing something. Kind of like this card here with balance. Like, you know, whatever you guys are manifesting, whatever goal this is that you're trying to achieve, there has to be a balance between how it spiritually resonates with you and how it materializes in the 3D, right? This is really telling me that we can't have that misalignment here. And honestly, I see a lot in your cards of like a need to maybe, you know, take a pause on this for right now. You guys also have a lot of Pentacles cards here. In this deck, they're called Materials. So I do think that for a lot of you guys, this goal has to do with like your 3D realm, like your material realm, your finances, career, something along those lines. But with the 6 of Voices being here in reversed in the blocked energy, this is something you guys are being guided to stop doing. It's getting in your way. This is telling me that there's been an energy around this goal of sort of like going around in circles. Like it's kind of like it's rocky energy, it's bumpy energy. We're trying the same thing over and over again. It's not really getting us to where we want to go. So there's a need here to release doing the same thing over and over again, because whatever you guys are currently doing around this goal, it's just keeping you stuck in the same place. It's not like the energy is not allowing you to move forward into smooth sailing, right? Into smoother waters. I think you guys are probably realizing this if you've come to this reading, right? I think there's an awareness here that something needs to be released. 2 of Pentacles reversed in the start position. So I think that you guys might just be balancing a lot of things right now. You know, 2 of Pentacles is about striking a balance. It's about having a lot on your plate, having a lot of balls in the air. And it can be a skill, right? It takes skill to be able to balance all these things in our lives. And with it being reversed in the start position, I think that there is something very specific about this goal that needs to be released, like we've been talking about here from the beginning. There's a need to take something off of your plate here. So whether this is taking this goal off of your plate for right now so you can focus on other things, whether it's a certain aspect or a certain energy that you've been embodying around the goal or manifestation, like there's something that Spirit is saying you need to start releasing something. We need to strive for a little bit more balance in our lives instead of trying to like be in 2 places at once or trying to like do so many things, just keeping us going in circles and just achieving the same result that we don't want, okay? Now, in the continue position, we have a 9 of Materials reversed. So this is sort of an energy of like 9 of Materials, 9 of Pentacles is usually a card that talks about being able to be independent, right? Doing things by yourself, being able to enjoy like the fruits of your labor, right? So in reverse here, in a continue position, I'm getting a couple messages. If there's something financial attached to this goal or manifestation, and maybe you haven't been investing a lot of money into it right now, I think Spirit is saying continue that energy. Like there's not really a need to pour a lot of money into this right now if that resonates with your situation. I think for some of you, this is talking about knowing that you don't have to go at this alone, like knowing that There's support in your corner. So maybe this is about continuing to ask for help, continuing to ask for support, not feeling the need to go about things alone all the time. It's something that they're saying to continue with regard to this goal. I also think, yeah, it's like there's definitely could be something financial here, like that you guys are actually doing a good job with in terms of like not overspending or overindulging with regard to the situation. So let's continue. I want to get some of these cards here from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. So what else do my pile 2 viewers need to know about their goal right now? Okay, this one's coming out. We have lead the way. Okay. Let's get another one. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. Okay. Interesting. So this lead the way is saying, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. So maybe that's what this 9 of Pentacles reverse is talking about. Maybe it's more so about you guys helping others with regard to your goal or manifestation. And, you know, this is very much about stepping up and being a leader with regard to the situation as well. It does feel like you guys have a lot of people around you or a lot of support around you. Maybe you guys have a lot of eyes on you and people are kind of watching you in a way with whatever this goal is. But Spirit is saying that it's time to kind of take a leadership role. So if you guys have been like leaning back a little bit, which it feels like maybe you have, maybe for some reflection with regard to the situation, but there's definitely a need here to kind of step it up, work with other people, and show others what you're doing and who you are. And I think also embracing your own uniqueness, embracing your own unique skills and abilities that you possess. This is saying there are not many like you. So you are rare in the best way possible. So I don't know if there's just a need here to kind of come to this realization that you are unique and special and that you have the skills and abilities to do whatever this is that you're going after. I don't know if maybe you guys are struggling with like some imposter syndrome around your goal in a way, like maybe feeling like you're not worthy of it or feeling like you don't have enough resources to give. But Spirit is saying that you do have enough resources, that you are good enough. And they're definitely saying that it's time to step up and start taking some action here. So let's see what else for group 2. We have controversial assessing and new perspectives. Yeah. So kind of like going back to that 6 of Voices reversed, like instead of doing the same thing that you've been doing this whole time, there's certainly a need here to try something different. You know, taking a minute to take pause. I think you guys have taken pause. It feels like you are currently in this sort of like reflection energy right now. And you are assessing the situation and seeing it from a different perspective. So now it's kind of time to take action around this new perspective. I can't help but notice too, like how this is like a very green, kind of like earthy sort of image here. And you guys have a lot of earth energy coming up in this reading, quite a bit. So even grounding exercises could be beneficial. Let's see. Let's get another one. This is the last card for group 3. So what else does group 3 need to know about their goal here and what they can do to achieve it? We have drink tea. So definitely there's like, we have be still. So there's definitely this energy of needing to like practice relaxation, kind kind of similar to pile 1. They have the same energy coming in. Like with regard to this goal, there is a balance that's needing to be stricken here between action and leaning back, taking the lead versus leaning back. More balance is going to be really important with regard to achieving this goal. So tea can be really great like for ceremonial purposes. It can also be really great just like for relaxation purposes, like drinking tea before bed, so you're getting enough rest and things like that. There's different types that you guys can look into to maybe like mirror it to certain energies that you're trying to embody. I could see that being a thing. But like overall, it feels very much like self-confidence is being highlighted in this reading for you guys. And it's like there's a need here to take the learnings from self-reflection that you have, been doing and actually start taking action, but doing different things with regard to your goal than what you've done in the past. Because I think the problem here is that maybe you guys have been doing the same thing over and over again, and it's starting to feel misaligned with your spirit because it's not giving you the results you want. So you have to do something a little bit different, I think, in order to get wherever it is that you're trying to go. So group 2, we're going to go ahead and close it out there, but definitely drop me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with your situation. If you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a new reading very soon. Bye. Hey there, group 3. If you guys picked out this beautiful little green moonstone, this is going to be your reading. We're going to check in and see what's going on with this specific goal or manifestation that you guys are calling into your life right now. So I'm going to start off your reading by looking at the energy around your goal right now and just kind of see the progress here. Where is it at? And then we're going to transition into some guidance with the tarot. So let's go ahead and see for group number 3, overall energy surrounding their current goal or desire. Oops. Lots of cards jumping out here. Okay, we have the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So I love that this is a full moon energy, you guys, because full moons usually indicate that we're closing out a cycle. So I definitely feel that a lot of you guys are really close to achieving your goal or manifestation. It's at its peak point for sure. And with Taurus coming up here, this definitely feels like something that is having to do with what your values are. Like, what are your values in life? This can have to do with like your worldly kind of comforts, luxury, your material realm, career, finances, things like that. And I feel like the advice on the card is about like needing to kind of put a little bit of a practical plan in place as you push through to the end of achieving your goal. So like you've already done a lot of the work, but practicality is being highlighted here as well. So let's see for group 3. We also have the crown chakra, meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. That's so funny because we're just talking about a practical plan and then we get into this meditation card, which is kind of like the opposite in a way. But, balance is everything. So, I think when we find ourselves really being close to achieving something and we're just like so close and we're kind of maybe stuck in the weeds of the details here, meditation is being highlighted here to help center your energy a little bit. And so many times, you guys, like if you're feeling stuck and like you don't really know what direction you're trying to go or whatever the situation is where like you're not sure what you're going to do, I've had so many ideas come to me in meditation that I was not expecting. So you'll be surprised by just like quieting your mind for a few minutes every day, what kind of downloads come to you. It's really a good thing to start practicing. And maybe you guys are already doing this and you're aware of it. But yeah, the full moon in Taurus is a great card because it's like, it's definitely showing me that you're close to achieving your goal here. You may just need a little bit more practical steps forward to achieve it. So let's look and see what's potentially blocking your goal or manifestation right now? What's blocking my group 3 viewers from achieving their goal at this time? We have a 6 of Pentacles, okay? What do they need to start doing that they're not already doing? Oh gosh, okay. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Too many. What do they need to start doing? Eight of Cups. Okay. And what should they continue doing that they're already doing? King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. And we have the 10 of Wands reversed at the bottom. So there is kind of like this energy I'm getting from this about like, you know, dropping things that feel like a burden in your life with regard to this goal or manifestation, you guys, especially with that 10 of Wands coming up at the bottom. This is kind of about like throwing in the towel and saying, nope, it's too much. Got too much on my plate. And I'm kind of getting that same vibe here with the King of Pentacles reversed, where it's kind of like there's a need to kind of continue being maybe a little maybe stingier with your energy that you're exerting toward this goal. Or for some of you, I feel like this is about other people, because you guys have the first thing that caught my eye when this 8 of Cups came up was this man sleeping on the beach with this woman walking away from him. Like, I kind of feel like some of you guys might be doing too much or giving too much to other people with regard to this goal. And Spirit is saying be a little stingier with your energy here. Like, don't take care of things that are not your responsibility to take care of with that King of Pentacles reversed. Whether that has to do with other people or not. Continue with this energy. Now, the 6 of Pentacles coming in the blocked energy, this is kind of talking about like, again, this is like generosity in a sense. This is about an equal exchange of give and take. And so I do think for a lot of you guys, as it pertains to this goal, something that's blocking you here could be this energy of being too generous, this energy of giving too much, maybe not having that balance of what you're giving versus what you're receiving. So either you guys are over giving to something and not receiving it, or on the flip side, you could be, maybe you're the ones being stingy in a way. But I don't think that's the case, because I kind of feel like that's your advice to continue doing right now. So there's a need here to stop. I think there's a need here to stop engaging in generosity where it doesn't make sense, because you want your efforts to match what you're receiving with regard to the situation. There's something else trying to come through for me really quick. I think that's what needed to come through. But in the start position, 8 of Cups. So this is about walking away from something that does not emotionally serve you in your highest good. So there's something about the situation that does need to be let go right now. Whether this is a person or some other symbol of something within your goal that's not bringing you that emotional fulfillment that you're desiring. Like, there's certainly a need here to move away from it right now and maybe explore something a little bit different. And that's kind of where this continue energy is coming in, of like, there's not really a point in taking care of certain things that are not your responsibility, because I don't think this is bringing you emotional fulfillment. So if you guys have been finding yourselves currently kind of feeling stuck in this like energy of not getting what you want, or this energy of like over giving for some of you, like, it's time to walk away from that. And it's also time to walk away from people that are taking advantage of your kindness. So let's pull a couple of these cards to get some more insight here for group 3. We have Never Jam Today. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Not great, but great in the sense that it's really lining up with what we were talking about just now. Wow. Okay. We also have choices. Yes. Okay. So never jam today. This is talking about promises that never come to be, empty words, and not living in the now. I feel like, again, this can be about people, right? Other people in your life. I also am really being drawn to this like not living in the now energy. Like with this Eight of Cups, it's like, I think that you guys might be, there's something about this goal or a desire that you're calling into your life that like maybe you're focused on like what the past of it looked like or what it looked like when it was really good for you instead of paying attention to what it looks like right now in the present, especially if this has to do with relationships for you guys. Like, you know, you can't get caught up in what somebody was to you in the past when they were on their best behavior and doing what they were supposed to do. You have to focus on what they're showing you right now. So if someone's like emotionally checked out or detached from you, it's kind of like, you know, and you're still with them, not being fulfilled. That's an example of not living in the now. You're focused on the past. Promises that never came to be. This is kind of going back to that Six of Pentacles energy of equal exchange of give and take, right? Like there's something here around not getting the reciprocation or not being able to reciprocate for some of you. With choices here, this says feeling blocked and restrained. You know, so maybe this is why you guys came to this reading. Like there's definitely a time. This is like saying it's time to make a decision about something here. It's time to make a decision. It's time to kind of detach from it right now. Go into meditation and, you know, try to come up with a practical solution to this problem, this blockage that you're feeling. I think you guys know that maybe it's time to make a change here, but maybe you're struggling with how to go about doing it. We have the Grays. This came up in another reading, I think. So this is also talking about being organized, which makes sense with that full moon in Taurus of needing a practical plan, right? Like this is about having an organized approach to what you're doing. You know, coming up with tangible steps or a tangible process behind which you can achieve the goal, a strategy, if you will. I also think with this, talking about utilitarian, this is about taking stock of the resources that you currently have at your disposal and really making sure that you're maximizing those resources in a way that best serves you. You could have resources in front of you that you don't even realize you have because maybe you're wrapped up in other things, right? Let's get one more card for group 3 about their goal. Connect with your ancestors. Wow. This is good energy. Like a lot of times, you guys, connecting with our ancestors, understanding our family tree can be very, very enlightening because there's so many things that we inherit from our ancestors energetically, right? Behavior patterns, being one. Generational curses, which I know that I have plenty of those in my family. We all do in certain ways, but bringing yourself closer to your ancestors, to your roots, I feel is something that's going to help you to unlock answers here around your situation. Even if it's not necessarily on a spiritual level or on a level of like doing all this research into your history, even just connecting with the ancestors that you still have in your life today, your parents if they're here, your grandparents if they're here, aunts, uncles, cousins, whatever it is, it seems like connecting with your roots and your heritage, your family, is something that's going to help unlock answers for you around what's happening with this goal. So I think we're going to go ahead and close it out there, group 3, but please drop me a comment. Let me know how this reading resonates and what goal it is that you're currently going after. I always love hearing from you guys in the comments. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in a new reading really soon.